The email arrived at 6:12 a.m., glowing on a kitchen counter, still dusted with coffee grounds. A role in another city. Bigger team, bigger dreams, bigger unknowns. You looked at your partner and felt both the pull of possibility and the weight of tradition. This is supporting partners' career in multicultural relationships, where love grows when both dreams are respected. Opportunity can sound like a love song in one culture and a warning bell in another. Some families cheer for the leap and measure love by courage. Others honor roots and measure love by steadiness. Your home might hold both of those songs at once, and that's where the work begins. Welcome to Whispered Hearts, English, where we translate big feelings into calm decisions you can actually live with. Tonight we'll slow the moment down, explore how culture writes career rules, and build a way to decide together without pressure. You'll leave with words you can use, and rituals that make ambition feel like a shared language. Culture shapes careers long before a resume does. In some homes, the highest respect is a stable paycheck and a family dinner you never miss. In others, respect is a risk you take because your gifts asked you to. Some households hand daughters the care map and sons the climb map. Others hand everyone the same compass and say, "Find a way that fits." Which script did you inherit without noticing? But there's a deeper question hiding inside every, "Should I take it?" What if the decision isn't only about a job? What if it's about identity, belonging, and who gets to draw the border between us and the world? If that's true, would you listen for the story under the salary before you pick a city? Picture the day you first tried to talk about it. Spring rain pressed against the window. The kettle ticked. The fridge hummed. One of you said, "It's a once-in-a-decade chance." The other said, "And my mother needs help on Thursdays." Both were true. Both were heavy. Have you noticed how honesty feels less like conflict and more like care when you slow it down? Start with origin stories, not logistics. Who taught you what good work looks like? Who paid a price so you could choose? What did ambition protect in your childhood? What did staying protect in theirs? Therapists report that couples soften when they honor the path that made each of you this brave and this careful. But there's something even quieter holding love together while you choose. Clarity calms rooms. Before you talk outcomes, agree on your process. Will you list what matters, sleep on it, and review with fresh eyes? Will you talk in the morning when your body is kind, not after midnight when every sentence sounds like a verdict? Give your decision a frame that respects both people. Imagine 3 windows you'll look through each time. One asks about timing. Does this season support a big move or a small pivot? One asks about location. What would shift in family care, visas, commutes, and community? One asks about support. What help do we each need to thrive if we say yes? Windows open rooms. Rooms hold conversations without crowding anyone out. Have a career huddle ritual that takes 15 minutes, not forever. Meet on the porch as summer evening warmth settles on the neighborhood. Name one hope, one fear, and one specific thing that would make saying yes or no feel honorable. Then stop talking and let the answers breathe. What would your 3 lines sound like tonight if you wrote them down in your notes app right now? Work-life balance means different things in different houses. In some families, being present means being physically there. In others, presence means showing up with energy and joy, even if the clock runs late. Rather than fight the definition, write your own for this season. Presence means 2 device-free dinners and a Saturday morning that feels like slow sunshine. When the word gets precise, resentment has fewer doors to walk through. But big decisions often tangle with gender expectations. Maybe a grandmother believes caregiving belongs to the woman. Maybe an uncle thinks a man's worth is measured by the size of his title. You can thank the love that taught those beliefs without repeating them. We hear the story that protected you. Our story is partnership. We'll divide by strength and season, not stereotype. Here's your first retention spark. Have you noticed how different your bodies respond to the same news? One of you sits up straighter with excitement. The other's shoulders rise with worry. If you named what your body is doing out loud before debating, what would change in the room? Relocation is more than a zip code. It's a new commute, a new grocery store, a new Sunday rhythm, and sometimes a new language. Build a short relocation map that holds both of you. List the wins that make the move meaningful, and the guardrails that keep it gentle. Maybe that's a flight home every quarter. Maybe it's a signed agreement to revisit after 9 months, not forever on day 1. But there's something even quieter that will keep you connected while one of you pushes hard. Give your week a care exchange. The one with the heavier sprint gets a home-based task lifted, laundry, meal prep, or school pickup. The one with the steadier week gets a cheer task, 3 encouragement texts, a favorite snack delivered, or a playlist that keeps the afternoon brave. Roles rotate. Dignity stays even. If you're balancing 2 big careers, build a season board for your fridge. Use sticky notes for each person's heavy weeks, launches, exams, travel. Add kid milestones, family care, and rest anchors. Seeing the month gives you a chance to protect sleep and plan joy. A calendar turns, you never show up, into, we can see where to show up next. Midway through, hear this from whispered hearts. English. You are not selfish for wanting a bigger life. You are not disloyal for wanting a steadier one. This is a room where both courage and comfort belong, and where the decision is less about proving a point and more about protecting your love while you grow. Promotions can surface old hurts. If success once meant distance in your family, your body might brace when your partner's career accelerates. Say it plainly. Wins feel risky to me. I'm afraid I'll come second. Your partner can answer with action, not promises. On your promotion week, you plan the celebration. On mine, I'll plan ours. Neither of us gets small. Here's a curiosity spike to carry between concepts. What if the most supportive move isn't who sacrifices? What if it's, how can this be a win for our home? Wins can be time, money, pride, learning, or even community. If you broaden the definition, do you find more yeses in the room? When you hit decision day, choose a time and a tone. Crisp winter air outside can help you think clearly. Walk the block once, hold hands. Then answer the 3 questions you agreed on. Does this honor our values? Does this fit our season? Can we repair quickly if we're wrong? Most choices bend under kindness. Then comes the life you actually live together after the yes or the no. If the yes means long nights, create a late evening re-entry ritual. Shoes off. 2 deep breaths. A 1-minute highlight reel before you look at any screens. The house learns you're still a couple, not just 2 calendars sharing a couch. If the no means grief, honor it together. Make tea. Light a candle. Speak the losses you both feel. Title, momentum, a particular office window you imagined. Then name the things you're protecting. Family dignity, health, money that sleeps at night, a grandparent who will be here for holidays. Grief and gratitude can sit at the same table without cancelling each other out. But fights will come anyway, because love is human and ambition is loud. Imagine a car ride where a sentence lands sharp. You always put work first. 10 minutes of silence. A light turns red. This is your repair moment. I spoke in always and never. I'm scared. I need a plan, not a fight. Can we pick one small change and a review date? Safety returns when you risk humility. Here's your next engagement nudge to keep the comments alive. What's one career goal your partner has that inspires you? Maybe it's a certification they keep chasing. Maybe it's the way they mentor interns like it's oxygen. Name it below so someone else remembers why cheerleading matters. Celebration across cultures can be its own language. Some families buy a cake. Others cook a dish that tastes like a promise. Mark milestones in both styles. A porch toast with ginger tea for elders who don't drink. A night drive with the windows down and a song that made you brave. Put the date in your phone. Future you will be glad you remembered. Your workplace might not speak your family's language of respect. Translate on purpose. If your partner's schedule turns wild, reassure your in-laws in words that land for them. We're caring for each other well. We eat together on Tuesdays and Saturdays and go for Sunday walks. The specifics silence worry. But there's something even quieter that builds long-term harmony. Hold a career council date once a month. It's not a performance review. It's a map reading. What's working, what's hurting, what's next? 20 minutes at a park bench under autumn leaves, then put the notebook away and enjoy being people again. If you relocate, community becomes your co-worker. Find one shared ritual in the new city. A market on Saturdays. A gallery night each month. A soccer game where you cheer for any team that plays with heart. When place starts to feel like home, careers feel less like threats and more like chapters. Money can magnify gentle tension. If one salary spikes, name how you'll share the gain. Maybe you pick one lifestyle upgrade each and one shared dream to fund. Maybe the higher earner buys both of you time by outsourcing chores that steal joy. Resentment grows in the silence where unspoken math lives. Speak the math with kindness. Visa, licensing, or credential hurdles can strangle momentum for the migrating partner. Convert support into specifics. Block 2 evenings for applications. Gather references. Practice interviews out loud at the kitchen table while dinner simmers. A home that fights for fairness makes a hard season survivable. When family expectations press on your choice, stay soft and firm. We love your hopes for us. We're balancing what we can carry. We'll share what we decide when we've decided. Then call back when you said you would. Predictability becomes respect when big feelings storm the room. But there's something even quieter that keeps romance alive when schedules don't. Micro-affirmations. A hand on the shoulder while passing in the hallway. A text that says, "Your meeting matters to me." Breathe 3 times before you speak. A sticky note on a lunch container that reads, "Proud is an understatement." Tiny is powerful when it shows up often. Mentorship is a gift you can give each other. You know your partner's brilliance better than their boss ever will. Offer to rehearse the story that shows it. Here's the 3-line version of what you built this quarter. Here's the sentence you should say first. Whispered coaching like this can change a room your partner walks into alone. Here's another prompt to keep your brain in the moment. Have you noticed which parts of your partner's work light them up instantly? Is it people, puzzles, or building something that wasn't there? What difference would it make if you celebrated that exact thing instead of general success. If envy sneaks in, treat it like a dashboard light, not a moral failing. Say, I want what you're getting a taste of too. Then pick one action that moves your career a notch forward this month. Apply. Write. Ask. The room gets safer when both people are allowed to want. Schedule rest like it's a deliverable. 2 days each quarter where ambition takes a breath. Go see water. Walk a trail. Visit friends who don't ask. So what's next? Brains make better career decisions when bodies are not starving for quiet. Make the calendar tell the truth about that. Mid-roll reassurance again from whispered hearts. English. You don't need to solve the entire decade tonight. You need a way to be good to each other this week while you hold a future you're still drawing. Belonging lives here. Your dreams are welcome here. When the offer expires or the promotion lands, do a short exit interview with yourselves. What did we learn about our values? What surprised us about our family's reactions? What will we do faster or slower next time? Write 3 lines. Your future fights will thank you. Teach your kids, now or someday, what shared support looks like. Let them see both of you go to work in the broad sense of the word. Let them see both of you rest. Let them hear you brag about each other, where little ears can learn how love talks. Homes that narrate respect raise people who give it. Not every door is meant for this year. That's not failure. That's pacing. Put the dream on a shelf with a date you'll check it again. Careers reward the stubborn and the patient. Relationships reward the ones who refuse to make love feel like a competitor. When everything goes wrong on a Tuesday and you snap at the person you promised to adore, do the small sacred thing. Turn off the stove, step to the porch, feel the crisp night air find your face. Say, same team. I got scared. Here's one way I can make tomorrow easier for you. Then do it. Trust returns exactly like that. You'll know you're getting this right when celebration looks like 2 cultures sharing a table. A toast in one language and a blessing in another. A cake with both alphabets on it. A photo where relief sits next to pride on the same couch. The room will be louder. Your hearts will be quieter. That's a good sign. If your partner's field is unfamiliar, ask them to teach you one thing each month. A term, a tool, a trick of the trade. Then show up at one talk or one showcase a year and clap like your palms were made for it. Pride that travels from the house to the world and back again feels different in the bones. As your years collect, your definitions of success might morph. Early career could be title and stretch. Mid-career might be impact and mentorship. Later seasons may be flexibility and health. Keep asking the question you started with. What does good work look like in our house now? Answers are allowed to grow up with you. We'll land this night with a picture worth keeping. You're at an airport window, watching planes taxi like patient possibilities. Autumn light turns the tarmac gold. In your backpack are 2 resumes, 1 book, and a note from your partner that says, I love how you try. You breathe. You board. You come home to someone who knew you were brave before anyone else did. If you're new here, whispered hearts. English is where ambition gets kinder and homes get stronger. We believe hope is a habit, not a headline. We believe partnership is a daily craft, and we believe that cheering each other's work is one of the most romantic things couples ever do. We'll close with an open door and a question you can answer for someone watching in a parking lot before an interview. What's one career goal your partner has that inspires you? Write it below and tell us the next tiny way you'll help them get there. Love grows when both dreams are respected. You can choose with care, repair with honesty, and celebrate with gratitude until courage feels like a shared language. That's the quiet, daily art of supporting partners' career in multicultural relationships.